Pump it up, pump it up.
Trae.
Come on, come on.
With Trae.
Pump it up, pump it up.
It's the day with Trae.
This is the day to gain inspiration, to make a positive change in the nation. We're inviting you to partake in conversation, to raise your vibration. It's the day that we will all celebrate all of our peace that make the thing elevate. Watch the negative fade away, cause it's the day with Trae.
Grand Rising, everyone. Welcome to the Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday. What up, though? It's so great to be back in the Black Media Matters studios, and I'm so grateful that I have the pleasure of starting this week off with a full-on vibe, y'all, because I got Chuck Dance in the building with Vibe Bingo, and so I'm so pumped that he's here to join me. But y'all know it's the top of the show, which means I'm always pumped that you're joining me as well. This is the best time for you to tag and share this show right here with folks who you feel could benefit from our daily dose of dopeness that we give you here on the Day with Trae. And of course, if you cannot watch our highly produced video series, you can also listen to us anywhere you find your favorite podcast. Just search Converge Media Network and the Day with Trae. You will find us there. Shout out to our podcast team who makes sure that that happens every single episode. We really appreciate y'all and appreciate all of the listeners who are tuning in worldwide, y'all. So I'm so grateful for that. Also, I got to say, because y'all know I got to give you a word before I get into it with Chuck. So before I get into it with him, I want to share something with y'all. There's really something special about travel. Now, I have been out of, the state for a while. And traveling always not only brings the luxurious lusciousness of wherever you are in terms of the environment, but also the nuances in culture and people. And I got to go to Wyoming for the first time, and it was incredible. I had no idea that I was going to be so close to these huge mountains. It's like they've literally plopped a town around all of these mountains, and they're just right there on the roads with you, right? Like here, they feel farther away, right? I don't get to Mount Rainier often. I get to see it, and it's beautiful, but it was so, I was like enamored, y'all, with this idea that I was just driving on the road and there was a mountain here and like a mountain here and they were huge. But I also got to go up the mountain and, be at this phenomenal restaurant at the top of a mountain in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And I was so grateful. When you get to see like the world we live in, we talk about travel in terms of international travel and getting to the beaches and, the blue water. But there's so many amazing, beautiful things to see right here in America. And I tell y'all, I was like a kid in a candy shop. I love nature. And so I was just standing there, y'all, on the top of this mountain, being so grateful for everything and every experience. And I want to encourage you, if traveling's your thing, sure, cool. But whatever you can be grateful for, find those moments and the nuance for you to be grateful for everything. And especially grateful for the ability to experience life, right? Like to experience things with people you love, with those who, you work with, those who you vibe with, having these opportunities to learn from one another and grow together and just be in a space of gratitude. There's so many things to be grateful for. And I think right now in this time, we got to remember the things that we're grateful for. Otherwise, if you're watching the news and everything else, sometimes you get bogged down by all of that stuff. So I'm encouraging y'all to be grateful. And I wanted to share a story of my gratitude in the hopes that it'll inspire you to be grateful. Well, up next, y'all, I'm definitely grateful for my guest who's in the building. Chuck Dance is going to be joining me after the short break, and we're going to be talking all things Vibe Bingo and his partnership with Sierra Sisters for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Y'all don't want to miss this. Stay tuned. You're watching The Day with Trae.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off
We are given the platform here with no fear.
always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
And the hell up. You interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
In Seattle, it's more than just coffee. It's community. At the station, we brew more than just your favorite cup. We brew connection. From Beacon Hill to Columbia City, we're a space for artists, activists, and everyone in between. A place to gather, create, and simply be. Whether you need a quiet place to work, a lively spot to meet friends, or just a moment to unwind, find your place at the station. More than coffee, it's home. Visit us in Beacon Hill or Columbia City. The station, where community happens.
Welcome back, y'all, to the Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday. Let me tell you something. All right, Chuck and I are already vibing, okay? But welcome, Chuck, to the Day with Trae. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. How you doing?
I'm great.
I'm good.
Well, it's been great to be able to have you come in the studio. Ever since I experienced Vibe Bingo, I was like, yo, I got to talk to who did this, who is responsible. You know, I'm going to tell you, I love the name because it is a whole vibe, but also it's like what the city needed. And I don't mean just like Seattle, because you're all over the place, but it's like what people needed. It's what the culture needed. So I want to talk about the beginnings of Vibe Bingo. Tell us, where did this come from? What made you say, let me start doing this and bringing it the way that y'all are?
Got you. Thank you. So it started, I was actually kind of on TikTok. I was just kind of looking at some things and I saw it. I saw something like that. And I thought to myself, that would be pretty cool. So my uncle at the time, well, he's still my uncle. He owned a restaurant in Tacoma called Giuseppe's, and it had a little bar and a little stage. And I told him, I said, hey, Uncle, I have this idea. Can I have it at your location? And he was like, well, what is it? And I was like, it's bingo. And he was like, ain't nobody coming to play bingo? And I was like, yeah, but we're gonna change it up a little bit. And he was like, all right. So I did it, and there was maybe 30 people there, like my close friends and family, and we had so much fun. And they're like, you gotta do this again. And I was like, again? And I did it again. Next thing you know, there's like 100 people. And I'm like, they're like, keep doing it. And I was like, okay, but mind you, I'm still working, husband, kids, and all that stuff, right? And then they were like, keep doing it. I'm like, crap, all right. So now there's 200 people lining outside to keep coming to bingo. And at that time, it was called Northwest Hip Hop Trap Bingo or something, I called it. And my mom was like, you don't want to change the perception of people or whatever coming to bingo. So then that's how I came up with the Vibe Bingo. And once I changed it to Vibe Bingo, then the whole dynamic just changed and it just took off. It was crazy.
I really love this story, Chuck,
Yeah.
because the honest to God truth is like sometimes great ideas are just born like that, right? Like you kind of saw something similar. Okay, we could do something like that here. We could switch it up and change it up and do these things. But it is so interactive.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
first of all, I'll tell you this. I love traditional bingo, okay? I have dabbers and
dabbers.
cards, and I got the spin thing all at the house, okay? And I've never used it because, like, it was something we did at one of my previous jobs, and when they were getting rid of stuff, they're like, do you want the bingo stuff? And I was like, yes, I'll take all the bingo stuff. But I actually do enjoy bingo. I got to give kudos. Yeah, I got to give kudos to those who got the multiple things, and they got double dabbers, and they're doing it. But I was fascinated by that. So when I heard about Vibe Bingo, by that time, y'all had really made a name for yourselves, right? And everybody was like, oh my God, you haven't gone? Oh my God, you would love it because I love karaoke and all that. So you really have put such an amazing, like, plug in to not just like nightlife, because I guess you could do it at any time, and y'all have been doing it everywhere. Tell us about how you've been taking this all over to different cities throughout, you know, the state, really.
Yeah, so
really Western Washington.
Yeah, so my my plan was really to just do it locally, and then, like I said, the content that we put out just started going crazy. But we put an emphasis on like interactive, you know what I'm saying? So people just don't come for bingo. They come for community. They come for like just kind of fellowship and just being around other people and about no BS, no problems going on. We've been doing this for 3 years and there's never been a single issue. We'll have 400 people in one room and everybody's chilling, everybody's partying, everybody goes home, and then they book tickets to the next one.
Yeah.
So we've been to Texas twice. We got invited to DC. So we've been to Portland like 2 weeks ago. So I'm really trying to get to Colorado. That's my next one. So I'm really trying to find places that are kind of unique and kind of different, but this consumes my mind like every day.
Wow.
Every day, all day, I think about Vibe Bingo. So,
Yeah. Well, it's clear in the product you're producing. You know, I think it takes that level of concentration of thought in order to produce something that is so highly productive and effective. But it's also great because people are having a good time.
Right.
Tell me how you're receiving all of these hundreds and now thousands of people having such a great time.
Like this morning, I almost damn near cried. Sorry, excuse my language. Because I'm literally, after every event, one of my favorite things to do is I normally take the long way home. And I like to look at airplanes. So I'll park somewhere where I can see airplanes, and then I'll sit on my phone, and I'll just watch people's stories that they posted from being at Vibe Bingo. And I'm sitting there like, this is amazing, because you have people from all different nationalities, or older people, or younger people. They're all in one. And they're all sitting around enjoying themselves, right? You might see somebody hopping on tables, or you'll see somebody who's having fun, but they're just sitting down at the table. You know, they just might, bobbing their head, or you'll see somebody grab the microphone. And some of my favorite Vibe Bingo events are my corporate events. So when I go to people's offices, and you'll see somebody. I did one for recently, Boeing Credit Union. And this one girl grabbed the mic and she started just singing a Mariah Carey song. And then her manager came up to me and was like, how did you do that? Like, she's like the most quiet person in the office. And here she is at Vibe Bingo singing across the floor. And it was really amazing. So,
Wow.
yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, it's a beautiful thing because it really can impact any space, I imagine. So I want to talk about these spaces, right? Like, how are people finding Vibe Bingo, and how are they connecting and saying, can you do it here? Or even when you first were getting started, how were venues saying, yeah, bring that here? Tell us a little bit about those back end workings.
Mostly our website, or a lot of people now are in spaces to where they've been to one and they go to their boss or their friends or something that can do a bingo. So we do kid bingos, right? And we do gospel. My mom's really into gospel, so I was telling her about bingo, and she was like, well, why don't you do a gospel one? I was like, would people receive that? How would people receive a gospel bingo? And I did it. And that's a whole nother entity. Like that, a gospel version of bingo just like took off. And that's how we got to Houston. Wow. Omega Church in Houston brought us down there twice to do a gospel bingo down in Texas. And I'm like, that is a whole nother entity, right? And now I'm trying to get into like nursing homes, like to bring bingo there. So the best thing about me is like, I'm not in a box. There's other people that might do it, but they are in a very small box, and I'm not in a box. So I will go and do anything. Music is basically generational. Like, there's all kind of music, and Afro beats and country music, and I'm trying to get into all kind of spaces. So.
I just your vision for it makes so much sense to me. But I really appreciated seeing y'all at Emoja Fest, and y'all have now started to come to these events that are put on and that are just now staples in our community. And you got a huge crowd, man, and everybody is enjoying themselves and rocking. And so I just appreciate your ideas and expanding it to a place where you're like, I'm not in a box, and you're connecting with community. I'm always talking about ways to bridge the gap between those who have moved here specifically to the Pacific Northwest and those who are from here, like finding events to do together. And this is such a great one, right? Where it's like such a mix of a crowd. But you've also partnered with Sierra Sisters, and it is October. So we're talking about Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Tell us about how you were able to partner with them and the stuff y'all are cooking up.
Yeah, so we did a breast cancer awareness event. Well, Vibe Bingo did one last year, like right around this time, and it was a really, really good event. And I met the Sierra Sisters a little bit ago because they contracted me to do their event for them. And that started a beautiful relationship working with them. And so when I got the idea to do the breast cancer event for Vibe Bingo, I reached out directly to Shayla with the Sierra Sisters, and I said, we got to do this event. So we just hopped on a phone call. We talked for maybe 30, 40 minutes and just kind of organically put together. So I love it. So I'm looking forward to working with them. So
Nice.
Yeah.
And that's happening this month?
that is on Thursday, on October 9th at the new local in Kent, a really good Mexican restaurant. So they
Nice.
basically gave us the space to have this event. So
Amazing.
I already sold like 150 tickets already. So on
my
a Thursday,
gosh.
so it's gonna be pretty good.
Oh, this is exciting. I'm going to try to figure out how I can get there with y'all.
Come on out.
Of course, if folks are trying to learn more about Vibe Bingo, figure out how to get you to their corporate spaces or for their kids' birthday parties or whatever else they need, I want to give you time to look right in the camera. Let folks know how they stay tapped in with you.
So right now you can tap into us on our website at vibebingo.com or Instagram official Vibe Bingo, TikTok Bingo. We don't got a Snapchat, but just basically reach out to me on the vibebingo.com, and in the About Us section, the message will come right to me, or my admin, Sarah Child. She'll probably get it before me. But yeah, tap in with us. We got a lot of things: kid events, corporate events, weddings, bar mitzvahs, whatever you have a need for entertainment, we can take care of you.
Wow. And it is so much fun. Thank you so much for your work and your fortitude in this. Talking about you think about it a lot. All the time I feel that.
A lot. So I just got to give a shout out to my staff,
Yeah.
like Mr. Nice Guy, who kind of got me started.
Yay.
I love that guy. Nessa, you know Nessa? Your
Oh,
girl
of
Ness.
course I do.
Sarah Childs, Quest DMC, my host. All my Vibe Tribe, just want to give a real shout out. Zach Bruce, he hosts some shows too. So I just want to give a shout out to my team. I wish I could bring them all with me, because I was like, I need to bring my whole crew with me. So
Well, we know it's definitely a team behind this amazing concept to make it all happen, and I'm just so glad that it's here. It's available to us, and we want to, keep supporting to keep you rocking. Anytime
thank
you got events or anything you got, you want to bring it back to the Day with Trae, we're here for you, man. This is your home.
I'm ready. I'm coming back every week.
Yeah, there we go. Thanks so much, Chuck.
Got you. Appreciate you.
Wow, y'all. I told y'all it's a whole vibe. And now we just learned so much about Vibe Bingo. And of course, we want to make sure y'all get all of the info for that event coming up on Thursday. So you can find the tickets on their website. And later this week, we will have Shayla, the CEO from Sierra Sisters, giving us some more details about that event right before it. So y'all ain't going to want to miss that event either and that interview. But of course, I'm going to go to a break, and I'll be wrapping it up right after the break. Stay tuned. You're watching The Day with Trae.
Here on Back to Besa, it's always been important to me that we uplift stories from across the region, and that no matter where you live in the nation, you never have to miss a moment of the show as we continue to highlight the beauty, excellence, and resilience of our communities across the Pacific Northwest. Why? Because representation matters. So no matter where you live, be it the Central District or Centralia, Portland or Pullman, or anywhere across the country, I encourage you to join me on this Back to Besa journey by downloading the free Fox Local app on your phone or smart TV as we continue to elevate the very best in our communities.
Hello, welcome to Elite Insights with Carlos Imani. We're looking to offer an in-depth look at event production industry through the lens of client experiences and joint successes. The podcast will emphasize guest interviews, focusing on client discussing their fields and reflecting on their collaboration with Elite Collective. Again, you're with Elite Insights. Carlos Imani here. See you guys in a few.
Black caregivers, entrepreneurs, and elders, this one's for you. Queen Care is offering complimentary self-care services to those who give so much to their communities. Take a moment to restore, recharge, and be cared for with free wellness treatments at the Spa House by Queen Care. Spots are limited, so don't wait. Go to queencareproducts.com now to sign up or scan the QR code on your screen because you deserve the same care you give to others.
Welcome back, y'all, to The Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday. Huge shout out to my guest today, man. Chuck Dance in the building, giving us the whole story behind Vibe Bingo. And honestly, I'm even more into it now because when you understand that it came from a concept, that it was supported by friends and family first, and that it grew because it works, right? Because it's effective and people have a great time. Those are the things that we want to keep around as true institutions of our community. I mean, I think it's just, for me, it's something that he just said, look, it's not about whatever music you want. We can do it, right? We can customize it to whatever audience, which is even doper. So no matter who you are, they can bring you the vibe. Make sure you go to the website and have them come to your space, have them come to your event, your party, make it lit. They definitely do that. And I promise you this, everyone will have a great time. So if you're inspired as much as I am, I want y'all to not only take that inspiration and do something with it, because that's what Chuck did, right? He had this amazing idea, saw a little bit, pulled some more things together, and bam, now Vibe Bingo is alive and well. And these are the kind of things we need more of in our community. So I want y'all to be inspired as much as I was to find how you can contribute to community in your way. I promise you this much. We are waiting for it, and we will welcome it with full on arms when you do decide to step in and be a part of your community. It always makes us all better. Thanks so much for watching, and y'all know I'll be back with you tomorrow. Until then, at 11 a.m., y'all. Peace. Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective, praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents. Support Converge Media today via Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal at Converge Media.